feel so dysphoric and fat today. Hey guys, it's Saturn here, Tuesday person, and today we're going to talk about how I found out I was queer. In my case, it's a little more complicated because I realized I was pansexual way before I realized I was gender fluid, and even right now I'm kind of questioning my gender and I don't fully identify as gender fluid anymore, and I'm kind of leaning towards demi boy and figuring out if it's more of a genderqueer thing or whatever. We'll see. I'll figure it out. So first I'll talk about pansexuality. I always knew that I was attracted to boys, and when I was about 5, I sort of had a crush on a friend of mine who was a girl. I can't remember if I had a crush on her first or if she had a crush on me, but we're 5-year-old girls, and she was just like, hey, let's play boyfriend and girlfriend. And she would always make me be the boyfriend, so I would like kiss on her, like little kid pecks on the lips and stuff. And yeah, I was just like, this is an okay thing. I see nothing wrong with this. I like girls. Yeah, girls are cool. And then as my parents started pushing me more into religion, when I was about 8, I was at Walmart, I think, and I saw this girl. She was probably about 17 and she was really pretty. Like, I was just stunned at how beautiful she was, and I was just like, wow, I would marry this woman if that was legal. The 8-year-old and a 16-year-old girl date. Oh my god, that's stupid. Anyways, yeah, so I saw her and I was just like, wow, that is the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. I am in love. And then I was really scared because I was like, oh no, I'm going to hell because gay stuff is a sin. I'm gonna go to hell. Oh no. And it's really sad for a child to be like, oh, well, these are natural feelings that I can do nothing about, and I can't just repress them because that's how I feel. And everyone says that that's a sin, so I must feel that after I die I'm going to hell, which is the reason why I'm agnostic right now, and I don't really like religion, don't want anything to do with it. It's not for me. But I mean, if you're religious, good for you. Hope you enjoy it. But yeah, then when I was 12, I had a friend, and she was just like, hey, let's explore our sexualities together. And I was like, what? I have no idea what any of this and this and this is. And she was like, well, I'm gonna teach you. And yeah, I realized it was a really young age, but it was good experience because now I know exactly who I am sexual orientation wise. That I know that I'm attracted to females and I am attracted to males. So at the time I thought I was bisexual. Before I knew anything about the LGBT community, I was just like, yeah, I'm bisexual, whatever. And kind of kept it hidden for a while because I didn't think anyone would accept me. But then this girl from a different school moved to our town, and well, she was just like, yeah, I'm bisexual, everyone thinks it's super cool. So then I was just like, oh, I'm also bisexual, and everyone was just like, really? You don't look bisexual, like you, like she looks bisexual because she's hot, but you're ugly, so only hot girls are bisexual. And I was like, yike, well, I am. And that was awkward, but then everyone knew I was like super gay. Then I started getting interested in the community, and I started looking up sexualities because I wanted to know everything about the LGBT community. And I found pansexuality, and I related more closely to that than bisexuality, because it's not really that I'm attracted to men and females. I'm attracted to personalities more, so being attracted to any gender is how I feel, because it doesn't matter what gender you are to me. It's just, I'm fine with anyone as long as you're pretty cool. So when I was younger, I was very open with my sexuality, and I was cool just like letting everyone get a piece of this. No, I'm sorry, that was a really awful thing to say, I'm sorry. But nowadays, I've had a lot of issues with people in the fact that I've let too many people take advantage of my openness, and it's left me a little bit scarred, and I identify more as demisexual, panromantic, so that's a thing. I can't really trust anyone anymore, and that's not true for all demisexuals. This is just my personal experience, because some demisexuals come out the womb and they're just like, oh, no sex unless strong emotional bond. But I never felt that way until I let myself get hurt so many times. But yeah. Now that I identify as demisexual, I do get a little sad when I can't relate to people, when they're like, oh my god, I have this crush on someone, and like they're so cute, and like I just like want to make out with them and like get married to them, and I'm just like, yikes, I saw this person and they were pretty attractive, but like I'll probably never talk to them because I want nothing to do with relationships or the sex or anything unless I get to know someone as a friend first. And that's just me. Like, there are demisexuals who are like that, there are some who are different. That's my particular case. And I'm happy that way, because I don't have to be immature like some people, because it's often really annoying to hear about people who are like, wow, we've been dating for 2 weeks, I can't wait to get married, and I'm just like, sweetie, I doubt you're gonna last that long. This is a high school relationship. You will have many relationships afterwards. It's just a lot of relationships don't last, and high school sweethearts that like get married right after high school, they tend to not be that happy with their relationships because they kind of jumped the gun and thought, oh, we're perfect for each other, but you don't know what kind of person you want to be until after you graduate high school. So I mean, and I'm not like telling people who are planning to get married like right after high school, don't do it. I'm just saying sometimes it doesn't end up the way you want, and then it's really sad. So I'm just happy being me and demisexual. So on to my gender escapades. Woo! So I didn't realize that I was actually trans until around February of last year, maybe January. But it was really hard because I knew that I didn't always completely feel female, and I couldn't ever put a word to it because I knew that I don't want to be completely male either. So it was really hard for a while and I didn't know what to do. But then I joined an LGBT Instagram account, and there was a gender fluid on the account, and they were like, hey, I'm gender fluid, and I was like, whoa, what dat? And they were like, is this? And I was like, that's me, at the time at least, because at the time I did feel female most of the time and male sometimes, and also other times I felt like agender and bigender and like a demi-boy or a demi-girl. But then I finally came out in February to very few friends that I was gender fluid, because before I came out as pansexual to everyone, because like as soon as I meet people I'm just like, hey, I'm gay, get that through your head. And it was really hard for a while because I wanted to present as male more often, but I didn't have a binder and I have double D breasts, so that'd be really hard to ace bandage, and also that is a big no-no. That's very unsafe. Don't do that. So I didn't know what to do, so I just used a sports bra and put on a loose shirt and like a sweater, and I tried to look manly, but I had really long hair and it was hard for me and I felt very dysphoric. But finally this past March I got to cut my hair and I feel so much better. But back to the past. It was the entire last school year I just felt very trapped because I had barely anybody to vent to about how I felt because I wasn't out to many people. Now I try to come out to most people that I meet, but for the people that I already know, it's hard to come out to them because they already know me as a cis girl, and I'm just like, but please listen to me. I'm not that person. It was all a lie. But yeah. So starting around probably March, really, after I cut my hair and I could finally start presenting as male more often, and I actually got a binder around the same time that fit me and doesn't completely flatten my chest because I know I have really huge tits. But starting around then I started questioning again because I have completely given up on being female. Like, no female for me. I absolutely do not want to be female. Don't want to be associated with being a female. It's not me. I am not anywhere near the spectrum of female. I'm away from that. And it's hard because I'm biologically female. I was assigned female at birth because that is my birth sex. But that's not who I am. That's not what I identify as. And I've been having a hard time because when people hear that I identify as gender fluid, they're just like, oh, so that means like you switch back from boy to girl, right? And I'm just like, no, I switch back from completely male to demi-boy and agender. I could call it trigender, I could call it bigender and just be male and agender. I could even go with lesser known terms like Libra fluid, which would confuse people. Sorry Val, I know you're a Libra fluid, but I just don't know what term I want to put to myself. So for now I will identify as genderqueer. I don't know. I might end up just sticking with agender or demi-boy. I am just so confused. But, oh, there's my mom. Sorry about that, my mom just needed some stuff, but luckily I was already finishing up this video. So anyways, I hope you guys learned a little bit about me, and I hope this video was interesting, and I hope you guys have a great Tuesday, and I will see you next week. Bye!